Good evening, chat. Oh, God. Let me just go on the record and say that I've had a fantastic day. Before we get into these chapters, let me just go ahead and get that out the way now. I mean, where is my Viz Media? Here it is. Here's my Viz Media. Hello, chat. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully, I'm not embarrassing myself like I did last time. 1 second. I actually can't. LMO, not for long. Okay, time to ruin that day. Oh, guys, come on. Come on, guys. It can't. Hold on, let me pull up the main screen. Hold on. Jesus. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I just finished like downing my. There we go. I was reading Yozakura again for today's video. Good evening, chat. Oh my god. So it has come to my attention. You keep embarrassing yourself. All right, bro. Thank you, Brigader. I appreciate you, buddy. Oh boy. Okay, so let me preface this by saying so I've been like on observation mode ever since last week, because even like Midoriya's Rising or whatnot was controversial or whatnot. Again, I haven't really sat down and read it. I told myself I would wait until this week to just read 422 and 423. So bear with me on my opinions. I skipped out on a lot of the drama. I've seen a lot of interesting back and forth, including the leaker as well. So that's been it's been something. Before I get started though, does anybody know the off the top of their head, does anybody know what chapter Todoroki's Rising is by chance? Before I get started, too deep here. I need to have that on standby for reasons that I feel will be very important here shortly. But anyway, 422. Back it up. I skimmed through it, but I didn't really read it. All right, 390. Thank you, Brigader. All right, let me duplicate. Go to 390. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. Let me see here. Okay. Yeah, I figured this is gonna be important. What is chapter 3? Was it? Yeah, it's 390. Thank you, guys. I should have probably looked it up before. Okay. Here we go. Midoriya Rising. So we're picking right back off from the run. Oh no. Aoyama. So Aoyama falls immediately. Nice. Aizawa, Shiraku. Alright, so Shirakumo's cooked. Alright, so no TPs. Alright. So Deku's just booking it. We've got a bunch of heroes. I think that's Yo right here. Pretty sure, because he's the only one with a knife majority of the time. Oh boy. Let's see here. Snipe. It's kind of weird. I haven't seen Snipe in so long, chat, by the way. Snipe and the Onomatopoeia kid from Class B. I know that. They're just doing it to All For One, but he's kind of tanking it. Nothing's hitting home. He's too tough. Unlike All For One, this one's oh, God. He's going to make me say Cammy slang, bro. This one's totes not falling for my rage bait illusions. God, why does Horikoshi do this? Cammy slang. Okay. Carve a path, one straight to Shigaraki. And I think, please ban, but Snipe was in Texas. Dude, he hasn't been in, like, the series. Was he even in PLW? I don't even remember him being in PLW, to be honest, but anyway. No, he was in PLW, right? We saw him at least once. I hope we saw him at least. I can't remember like the giant montage of heroes, but yeah, I remember Rukasu mentioning I think this is the 2A girl from a long time ago. I believe this is the 2A girl. Cool, you know. This must be the final Yusei Run moment for the anime. And I'll get to that at the end, actually, Spider. Because I had a feeling this might be the case when it comes to this whole thing. My Omni Factor Unleash is not the result of giving into base emotion. Rather, this augmentation is me exercising control and authority over my myriad powers. Or is it my rate? No, it's myriad. Myriad powers. As such, do not presume you have me outnumbered. Okay, and All For One's creating a giant cannon. Let's see here. Snipe. He's been gone since like final exams, bro. Golly, bro. Hori, what are you doing? Hori, what are you doing? Taking a nap. I know it's popular to hate on MHA nowadays, but I really enjoyed these last couple of chapters, man. This one and the one chapter that looked straight from Endgame actually made me cry. Hey, power to you. I haven't read 423. I don't know. I mean, I know the bits and pieces of 423, but I have not read it. I have not looked at fan translations. I just said I'm gonna hold it and wait. So, All For One fires. Looks like he's got some cone projectiles, plus a laser, plus some wind scythes. That's a lot, actually. Okay, so I did see this part at League Night. I kind of like the Hagakure smile. It's just fun, you know what I mean? Like when you seem like a tame character, kind of smirk a little bit. Laser-ish stuff. I'm your gal. Electromagnetic railgun. Ready? And coming out, he's powering it. Take a shot. Dude, where was this, like, against Makia, bruh? You know what I mean? You know, I where was this, man? We needed, well, okay. She was aiming for the, no, yeah. Where is this with Makia, bro? This is probably the most creative thing she's ever created in the series, outside of the sleep machine that she tried to use on Deku back in Villain Hunt. But okay. Oh, you're in for something, all right? Oh, God, Jesus Christ, man. Okay. Insolent little, and I guess I think he extends his hand here, so he tanks that blast. And then the black little stabby things come out. That's what I'm saying. She can make anything. Literally, bro. Like, come on, bro. Even, you know what's crazy? Even in the opening, they still have her make a shield and run it, bro. Oh, my God. Momo's definition of taking a shield and run it down mid lane, bro. I swear. Literally, bro. All right, let's see here. Leave them alone. She's about to punch, but then... Okay, Tailman, Beast from Class B, Vine Girl from Class B, Sero, Sugar Rush. I believe this is the kid with the drill spin that gave that like had like a one-on-one with Tailman, and then Coda. There we go. Oof, working on it, chat. I mean, if you were Momo, would you rely on Kaminari unless you were in absolute desperation? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. She could probably make a nuke. Okay, maybe not that. I don't know if she can, well, if she could produce like nuclear level stuff from her body, that'd be kind of OP. I mean, she did make sleeping agent stuff, so it's not impossible. Tailman Kino, yeah, man, look at this absolute cinema of a guy right here. You're already on your last legs. Save your strength, cause only your strength can sock it to him. So let us taint these hits. All right, fair. Fair. Go on. I see. This is probably Froppy Tongue. That's probably Tate. Yeah, okay. Oh, no. It's, oh my God, bro. Why am I tripping? Shoji. There we go. Jesus. Shoji Sue. And we got Sue's parents looking here. That's cool. And this is the girl that Shoji saved in his flashback, right? You can do it, Shoji. She can make a nuke, but that is very unnecessary. Yeah, can you imagine just like, yo, All For One, listen, we are forsaking the ethics today, and just drops a nuke. Does that mean that Momo Loki is like, can scale higher than Sukuna? Because I don't think Sukuna can take a nuke, right? The rest of us aren't agile enough to weave past these brutal attacks, but we can still carry you part way there. Thanks, Shoji. You too, Sue. I saw somebody point out this is like the first time he said like her name. I think it was like the Chan or whatnot at the end of it every time, I think. I don't know, but cool, cool. Momo wondering why her skin is turning green 2 weeks after she's making that nuclear material. She could also make it. That's pretty effective. Yeah, Hey, listen, man. Mineta scale is higher than Sukuna, buddy. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. I forgot. That's the real end game we gotta worry about, okay? Forget all for one, forget one for all. It's all about, Mineta. Show some... Okay, so Deku lands here. Tails coming at him. Show some guts. So I believe this is... Kirishima. I don't recognize these other two. They're probably from Class B. That's A in Mina. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Oh, that's Mina here. Okay, I did not expect her to get... Oh, she used Acid Man to help soften the cushion. Okay, I get it. You got this, dude. Get it done. And Deku's like, all right, I'm locking in. I will. Why? All I see are carcasses. Soon to be... Is it Carrion? Carrion. I'm going to say Carrion for now. Or Carian? One of the two. Why do they refuse to lie down and die? There's little life to their wary movements, yet their eyes, if nothing else. And then we're going back to a flashback back in PLW, one of my favorites. He finds himself helplessly watching. Conferring this power to someone so worthless was a mistake. Right, Midoriya. Izuku Midoriya. And I see that his eye is kind of, or I don't know if this mark on his eye. Yeah, I think it widened because I think like right here you can see it above his eyebrow a little bit, but now it's down here. This chapter drop was the best day of my life. Amen. I'm about to find out. You know what I mean? I'm finding out right now about the hype. Yo, what up, Aiden? Carry on. Midoriya, it's your weakness. And he got a trampoline. Oh, we got Gentle here. All right, that's cool. That's cool. I can't. Dude, listen. I can't hate it. I can't hate when Gentle's on screen, bro. He's such a cool guy, man. Cool guy, Gentle, man. Like, unironically, the way he came back, you know, like the way like, you know, criticism of many things aside, the way he came back, the way he was brought back in, the way he's been used, hey, that's like 10 out of 10 for me because I theorized the whole UA carry thing a long time ago with LaBrava's help. And then we've got, oh my God, I forgot his name, his hero name. It's been a long time. My bad, y'all. It's been a long time, but I know who he is, of course. It was something All Might lacked. And then Tokiyami out. Do your best. Dude, Tokiyami got wiped, bro. Dude, that all out. What? Email stop. That all out. What was it? Dark Shadow mode. Def Arms, fake fan. All right, bro, come on, man. Look, I'm remembering the Class B names out here, man. Come on, man. Gento Loki carrying them. I think his name was Def Arms. Yeah, it's Def Arms. All right. My bad. That spurs these vermin to stand back up so dodgily. And we got Ida. Good guy, Ida. That will not perish so long as you keep moving forward. And then I see, so I remember seeing somebody point out here that his hole, the one for all, or I'm sorry, the all for one hole that he uses to take quirks starts bleeding. I thought our ejector seats were disabled, but here we are. I take it that was your doing, All Might. Those kids are hoping for absolute victory, so I'd rather keep our losses to a minimum. Isn't it crazy that America sent them? Well, even though Star and Stripes, you know, basically was like, yo, we're out, right? Isn't it crazy how their jets don't even have, like, ejection seats? Like, that is literally, like, some... Dude, that's, like... That's bonkers, dude. Bonkers. Coming from you, that's rich. Midoriya Kid. That day, when you dove into the fray, my body took action as well. Yes, ever since that day. Oh, movie characters. We got Melissa, Do Your Best. We got Rhodey and the kids. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It is kind of cool to see Rhodey. I mean, just purely cool. Purely cool, okay? Nothing, you know, you got gripes against the movies. I got nothing against that. It is just kind of cool to see, like, Rhodey just, like, you know, drawn like a weekly chapter, you know what I mean? He's been drawn in other chapters, I think, or at least hinted at that he was coming. But it is cool to see these two again. You know what I mean? Rhodey's hair is always kind of like this, like, paper mache kind of, like, peeling thing. I always kind of like his hair. It's very cool. Ida's acting like he's part of the team. Chat, I love that. Having no ejection seats is genuinely psychotic. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what is all from? I mean, all from one hole is a devious thing to say. Dude, what do you want me to call it, man? The cork taking hole? Do you recall our first day as we left school? And we go back to the trio that everybody thinks will be the better trio, which I mean, in retrospect, I could see it. Working out a little bit better, truth be told, especially with staying and long-term involvement. In this moment, I understand so clearly what she meant. Hang in there, almost at the hospital, Uraraka. You can do it. Everyone's doing their best down there. Hold on. Okay, so it's just Uraraka, and this is either Mandalay. But Deku, well, it just screams, do your best. I kind of like it. Do your best. Shit means something to me, man. So Deku's jumping. Send every hero we've got over to Japan pronto. But Mr. President, if All for One wins today, you will be putting our nation's security in jeopardy. Like I give a damn. Just do it. Alright, listen, I'm gonna say something controversial, and I know you guys are gonna hate it, but I'm telling you now, I listen. $5 right now, dude. Koichi is going to appear in the epilogue. I know you guys don't want to hear it because, like, Vigilante's mention is an eye roller, but that dude is definitely on his way back. There's no way he's not. I guarantee you, Horikoshi wrote this chapter and hit up the author of Vigilantes. It was like, yo, you mind if I, like, drag your boy over in the epilogue? And the author is probably like, yeah, go right ahead. I'm telling you, Koichi's going to be in here. Again, I have no problem with Koichi being there for as long as it's like a quick like cameo. You know, it's just something fun. Kind of like his Barrage MC making it into the anime or whatnot. Or his previous work. Watch Vigilantes. Please, no. Dude, come on, man. Why you guys hating, man? Koichi's cool, man. Ah, you're all haters. Pretty sure the most modern American jets have ejection seats unless the U.S. in like 100+ years decide to remove them for some reason. Yeah, I'd hope so, bro. Perfect victory, but kill all the villains. Gra. Hold on twice. I haven't read the chapter. I haven't read 423, so let's hold on to that. Good old Uncle Sam. You either win, well, just hope you win. Twice. Don't spoil. Hasn't got to the. Okay, yeah. I really hope he does. I'm still holding on to hope. Vigilantes. What simply is this vigilante? So, there's another, the spin-off series, MHA Vigilantes. The MC at the end of Vigilantes, spoiler warning, but he went to America to basically be a hero because they didn't want to keep him there in Japan after all that stuff that happened. So he went over there to live his dream. So he's probably, knowing his power creep, which is insane, by the way, he's probably top 10 hero in America. But getting off track, I hear them all calling to me. You can do it, Tsukauchi. This is the guy who was causing a problem at UA. Do your best. Get it done. Pussycat. I forgot their name. I know it's Mandalay, Ragdoll, Tiger. There we go. Do it, man. This is the You Can Look Kid, right? Or, I forgot his name. We call him the Look Kid, right? I forgot what we call him. You can do it, Coda. Do your best. These are the politicians that were talking on the news back when the Twice flashback. You got this. I assume these are foreign kids, I believe. I know you can. Torino. Oh, wow, Torino. Huh. Oh, I know some of y'all rolled your eyes at this part. Do your best, okay? Airy, you can do it. I assume these are also foreigners. You got this. Seems like it's another guy. Do your best. Another person. I don't know who this is. I assume this is either the reporter lady, the reporter lady, or somebody else. You've been my greatest hero. And Deku jumps, so it's the parallel back from Season 5 when he came back from Endeavor. Alright, we've got Mama Midoriya run to the front. Do your best, Izuku. Chapter 422, Izuku Midoriya Rising. The last goal was the... Oh, okay. I could not recognize her. Okay, thank you, Awesome. I did not recognize her. Okay, chat. So here's the thing, right? More than anything, this is all personal, by the way. More than anything, I definitely want to say that more than anything, I've always wanted to see Deku's mom root for her son. You know what I mean? When we look at the time period and go back and just remember the time where everybody was on the same page, right? And we saw, you know, Inko holding Deku and was like, I'm sorry, you know what I mean? It's moving. It's definitely moving to be able to see, you know, mom cheer for her son, you know, after being so cautious for months on end about him having a quirk, and then All Might saying, I will sacrifice my life to protect your son. POW happened. He went back out to villain hunt. You know what I mean? I don't hate Inko being here. In fact, I love this, and I'm going to love this in the anime because, again, I really like to see this right here. As far as the chapter goes, look, man. So I'm gonna preface this by starting off with this. I know that this chapter would have meant the absolute world to people had this came out like 3 years ago. Okay, you know, pre 327 era, you know, kind of deal, stuff like that. I know this chapter would have been top 10 in some people's ranking. You know what I mean? And this is why I wanted to talk about Todoroki's, for example. Okay, so one of the criticisms that I did see about this chapter as I was browsing was that there wasn't really much inner monologue about how Deku feels much. It's more so all from one talking more so, and everybody else kind of like, you know, doing the classic textbook 101, you know, do your best, you got it, we're watching, we see you type beat. You feel me? So here's the thing. Come on. I understand people definitely would have liked more inner monologue, right? It definitely could have went that way. Because when you see Toya talking about not Toya, I'm sorry, Todoroki talking about, you know, his origin, where he started, where he's at now, his friends, he's running, he's barely making it to the peak, trying to stop Toya. You know, it's emotional for somebody like Todoroki, who's come a long way, considering he's always had to constantly fight with not only himself, but his father, his family, and now his brother. You know what I mean? It's been a long-term fight for somebody like Todoroki. And I understand people have definitely wanted more inner monologue looking at this. You know what I mean? With that being said, though, when I think about Rising chapters, I like to think about it from a bare bones aspect. The before is the origin, and the Rising and the after. And a nuanced version, this would be, I would look at it as the change, right? What the Risings represent, the change in the person, right? Bakugo's origin, and then you look at him, his Rising was him being self-sacrificial back in POW, right? You would have never imagined Bakugo doing something like that. Todoroki's, you know what I mean? It came full on with finally being able to manifest both sides of his power that was technically fully cursed, if all things considered, and used it to stop his brother, because he was not done having these conversations with his brother. With Deku, one of the biggest changes with Deku is, you know, just again, from a bare bones perspective, looking at Villain Hunt, was he needed to let people help him. And this Horikoshi went the route with this chapter with just letting people escort him essentially to All For One. So, you know, it's interesting because it puts this chapter in, like, it could have gone either way. But unfortunately, I think it's going to work. I'll tell you this for sure. This is going to hit like crack in the 90s Chicago style when it gets animated, okay? There is literally going to be the most intense Yusei One track. I'm pretty sure Naomi's going to lock in on this episode and be like, listen, y'all, this is it. You know what I mean? This is going to hit like crack in the 90s, no matter how, you know, no matter how you feel about this is going to move the masses. Monumentally move the masses. I guess my only complaint is, what in the world is this? This looks like something out of JJK. Like this ink, it looks like JJK. I don't know if they will take the liberty to straight up just do it like Hero Rising style, where I understand that this is basically Deku punching the All For One with the embers right now. So I don't know if they'll like do like the, you know, the flame, like the effects like how we saw in Heroes Rising, and just do it like that. It would be cool. It would make this a whole lot cooler, I will say, but you know, we'll see. Let me reach out now. Let's see here. Bro rose 5 feet off the ground. Inko's so cool, man. Shang-Chi didn't exist much in Act 3. Yeah, I agree. Funny how the MC had the worst Rising chapter. Momo Rising, gra. I saw some people talk about that too. What I miss? Good evening. Nice speaks. Not much. I just finished reading this chapter. And I'm just going at it as I go. This entire arc is built off the backbone of Midoriya letting people help him already. True. That is true. Because the whole idea of separating these people, even though you have the the matchups essentially, right? Deku still let people do what they needed to do. You know what I mean? Should have been Class A Rising or something. That's a fair sentiment. It just would have felt weird though, you know what I mean, twice if you have Class A, but you got like Class B students in the mix, you know what I mean? Like, and then you got Gentle in the mix too. Like, if it was like usually when they do like Class A stuff, they solely keep it Class A. You know what I mean? Like when we look at Class A versus Deku, it's solely Class A. So I just felt like we could have still did Class A Rising. Don't get me wrong, because they have the lines and stuff like that. But just seeing like Class B students here, and then there's Class B students here. But yeah, I don't know. How you feeling about the anime so far, bro? So far, so good. From my understanding, based off what I can share, from my understanding, there's a lot of new talent on the anime this year. A lot of fresh people. A lot of returning people as well. Trying to make sure I don't say anything I can't say. Naomi seems to have some nice ideas and nice changes being brought into. Again, I didn't expect her to revolutionize the anime at the finish line, but she's got some good stuff going for her right now. Again, it's all about the long haul. I think in 2 weeks, the final battle will kick off. So whether or not, things uphold from there, you know what I mean? It's really a matter of, how they hold up. I think that they understand the assignment. I think that they are locking in for sure. I'm glad they're taking 21 episodes this year instead of 25. Shorter time to work with, quicker time to get to the next season. And hopefully after this movie wraps up, all hands on deck. You know what I mean? I feel like they just need to absolutely like go crazy with this final movie or final season. So, let's see here. If that's the complaint, I'll take it. Yeah, I have a hard time hating this chapter. This is literally like shonen textbook 101, dude. You can't go wrong with the formula if you follow it to a T, and that's exactly what MHA did here. Like, again, introspection. I've already talked about that. I get it. Valid complaints. Again, you look at Todoroki's. He's got so much rich gold introspection and nuance and reflection here. Absolutely get it. But again, the way this is done, it is going to hit like crack in the anime, and I'm going to eat it up. Unfortunately to say, for those who hate this, I'm going to eat it up, and I'm going to be throwing it back in the circle. So, I was thinking his change was taking Bakugo's route by stop thinking so much and just simply just acting. I want to say that's part of it, especially with his combat, because he did definitely start becoming more reactive instead of or active instead of reactive. But I still also feel like when we look at Villain Hunt and the whole thing was about keeping pace, this also plays into a part too, in my opinion at least, of course. Photoshop the Class B students out so we don't need those bums. All right, Bubba, you heard the man. Let's go. My silly ass wanted Deku vs Shigaraki to be about them. Okay. Unfortunately, Hori couldn't use the name Heroes Rising again. Yeah. Oh, damn, that would have gone hard though, low key. The day everyone became heroes part 2 could have worked too. True. That is true. That is very much true. I really liked the chapter, but not gonna lie, I have some nitpicks. One, where's Mirio? Would have been awesome if he helped support Deku. I also kind of wanted Deku to say United States of Smash at the end. So, I mean, Deku's never I don't know. I feel like without even going to the United States, technically, it would have been kind of fraudulent. You know what I mean? All Might went to the U.S. and camped out there for a while. You know what I mean? That's you're literally yoinking All Might's bag. You know what I mean? They kicked Mukai the fuck out, yo. Yes, they did. Honestly, man, it's interesting. I've talked with some Sakuga people too about Mukai and Musa, and one of these days I'm gonna have a conversation about the Musa stuff because I've learned some interesting things that I just don't want to talk about just yet. I want to double back on some stuff. But it's some interesting conversations when it comes to Musa in the background and Mukai as the director. I'll enjoy a lot more. I'm sorry. I'll enjoy it a lot more if I still liked All Might. Understandable. Probably one of my favorite chapters. Yeah, I mean, I like it, man. Like, again, introspection. I absolutely get it. I think it would have been nice to see Deku say some more, like, heavier thoughts. Like, you know, back when the Christmas episode happened, he was saying, you know, I'm blessed, and he recognized that. I really wish I would have liked to see him say, you know, like, he recognizes once again that even in the finish line, he is blessed, and he is thankful for everybody who has ever decided to reach out to him and extend a hand and take a blow or anything like that. You know what I mean? But, you know, you can't have it all. I don't hate this chapter. It just makes me feel anything. Yeah, like I said twice, I know this chapter would have meant the world to some people years ago. You know what I mean? And I recognize that wholeheartedly. And I'm sorry that it doesn't move you guys, because I feel like at the finish line, this is when we should be so emotionally, like, you know, throwing it back. But I understand. You know what I mean? I absolutely understand. And it's just an unfortunate thing. But, you know, differences will be differences, of course. He ain't been to St. Louis either, but dude, you don't know that, all right? He could have been, man. You don't know where Dave's taking him, man. You know, Dave could have probably, you know, really gave him the experience, the American experience. You know what I mean? Are you preferring Naomi to Mukai so far? Because I think she dicked him in the single episode, LOL, aside from his early season 4 stuff. Probably, yeah. I mean, her use of colors, first off, her use of colors, or her, like, visions of colors and stuff like that, is already a lot stronger, right? Remember when we talked about, you know, back in PLW, we're talking about atmosphere, right? Even in the recent episode with Ayama, we had that purple and that blue, you know what I mean? It kind of reminds you of season 2's Stain, when the background turned red and it was like the bloody moon kind of deal. Those things do a lot, you know what I mean? The colors, the reflections, it seems like they got some really nice consistency with the character art so far as well. I'm liking her direction so far. I want to see what she does though when it hits the fan. You know what I mean? I feel like right now she's in her element because she's mainly done like either openings, endings, and more like emotionally heavy stuff. But I want to see what her visions are when the action hits the fan. You know what I mean? I want to see that. You know what I mean? I want to see how beautiful, how majestic, I guess you can say, can she make things like the Todoroki fight? You know what I mean? When it's such an emotional thing. With flames and ice, you know what I mean? I want to see what she has in store for us when we get to those stuff. In Bakugo's sacrificial chapter, for example, I want to see what she has there. If she's got something there, she's got me in for sure. Because again, she had a strong resume. I mean, even outside of Bones, man, she's got a really strong resume. It does move me, not gonna lie. I love this chapter. Hey, and if it does, great. Be seated for when this gets animated. It's a verified Nothing Burger chapter, which makes the next one, by comparison, incredibly jarring. Oh boy. Oh god. Let me just go ahead and so yeah, my sentiment, get retrospection. Love this. Can't hate it. Textbook one-on-one stuff. Smooth 9 out of 10 for me, personally. You know, I really don't see much else of how this could have gone if knowing the direction this was about to go in when all the heroes showed up. You know what I mean? I kind of tempered expectations and kind of adjusted accordingly. So, yeah, specifically because he's losing off for one. Oh dear. I would have liked for Deku to say something like, I need to give everyone a bright future. Would have been a nice callback. Yeah, see, like, just something like that. Something in the ballpark, you know what I mean? Her lightweight editing clears the dog, LOL. W for woman, I guess. Yeah, I mean, man. You know, if the bar at Bone, or the bar for the MHA staff is all over the place. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low. You know what I mean? But right now, she's doing a pretty good job, man. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you know, I've got no complaints so far. Star was good. You know, she was really good. So, but here we go, guys. The controversial 423 after a week of waiting, basically, or not a week, couple days of waiting. One for All versus All for One. Okay. How did I not realize? I should have noticed that hyper regen wasn't working on this haggard excuse for a body. Something should have felt off. He's to blame. No, all of them. They conspired. Okay, so oh wow, I actually like this. Wow, it's a heck of a punch. Good God, they better. Okay, one of my complaints about the MHA anime is that when Deku punches, sometimes you really feel that oomph. You know what I mean, like that overhaul oomph. And then sometimes the punches feel light, like the PLW punches. You know what I mean? They need to make this feel like All Might punched All for One for the first time when it happens. Each individual, one represents a feeble threat, but as a united force, they somehow overwhelmed me, dulling my sensitivity without me realizing. Okay. Sure. Okay, I get it. A lot of flies. Okay. Go Deku. Hold on. When the boy drove Yoichi and the successors into the core, it wasn't only my spirit that was a lost cause, but this body as well. So he Hold on, wait. Whoa. Oh wait, okay, hold on. This can't be what it means, right? Somebody tell me I'm waffling here, okay? So is he saying that when by Deku going through with Kudo's plan, he essentially shattered Shigaraki's body as well? Or I'm not tripping, right? Is this like a so is the okay, hold on. I don't want to assume anything yet. Let me hold on. Okay. Your limp noodle body isn't ready for it. Your limbs would pop right off. After just 2 years, it's a little stronger than what the 8th could deliver. You're facing the combined power of all 9 of us. Yes, yeah, for some reason. Dude, that's pretty important information, Kudo. Brother. He didn't tell him that he will be essentially shattering his body as well. Because now it pretty much puts Deku at a... Oh, no. This actually... Oh, no. This makes my conversation I was going to have at the end a little bit more complicated. Calling All Mights the 8th. Oh, my God. Okay, here's the thing. I thought it was just... Has it been 1 year? Or is he taking into account the fact that the couple of months before... No. He didn't have All for One until after. I thought it's only been like a year, pretty much. Am I tripping? Am I missing some months that I just don't know about? This might be a little bit of a whoopsie, Horikoshi. Need that volume fixed, brother. So then Deku punches. You're about to see how much Deku gives a Horikoshi, please. Actually, I wonder that's an A for it's a translation error. Yeah, I'm wondering if this is like a whole giant translation error right here. He's counting his month of training for some reason. That's what I'm thinking. That's the only way this adds up. I mean, I guess technically it works, right? It contributes to One for All being held. It's not? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because you know what? He does say 9 of us. Okay, so yes, this body was already shattered. Okay. Oh no, dude. His quirks are crumbling away. Midoriya must have pulled it off. I'm not done yet, and we see All for One kind of using quirks to hold his body together. Holy. Okay, this is kind of cool. Like a mechanized. It's cool look. Haphazardly using his quirks to hold his body together. I haven't achieved anything yet. No one can rob me of what's mine. Only my dream gets to come true. I won't pay it forward. Nobody gets to pick up my torch. The Demon Lord is excuse me, y'all, my bad. I ate pizza before I started the stream. I had to down it real quick. The Demon Lord is singular and absolute. I need only repeat this process, just as I did with that fool Tomura. The boy is suitable, now that he's without One for All. Anyone will do, really. I will grant them my quirk, and me with it, to claim a new vessel. You're done. All for one. Okay, so he's trying to do it again. Hold on. Oh, getting in. I thought I heard something else on my door, guys. Midoriya. So he's about to punch, and all for one's going in, and then Shirakumo starts moving. Another Akira reference, I think. Yeah. Oh, you're right, because I remember when his arm got blown, all that stuff started coming out. Yeah, this is cool. It's cool look, cool look, cool look. You know what I mean? The 2 years line would have made more sense if they actually wrote the final fight to happen when they were like Class 3A. Yeah. Nah, he just casually dehumanized his master to a number. Not gonna lie, I wish the students were Class 3A at this point. Yeah, it's funny because a lot of people who like react to the anime are always talking about how all this happened in 1 year, and it's like, you know, what can we do? Shirakumo. So Shirakumo's moving. We see an eye here. Shota Yamada. Sorry, I must do this. And we see back to the OG Kurogiri and Shigaraki bar handout. Or bar outfit, I'm sorry. I must protect Tomura Shigaraki. So Kurogiri jumps in front of Deku. So that programming comes through. Wait. Okay, hold on. So is Shirakumo? Oh, okay. Is Kurogiri blocking all from one, or is he blocking Deku? I can't tell what he's doing here, because as Mike says, I should have known in the end he's always gonna reach out with a helping hand. Okay, so is he helping? So he's helping Shigaraki here. He's helping Shigaraki right here. Okay, I didn't know if he was protecting Deku by chance, even though he said, blocking Deku. Okay, blocking Deku. Okay. I feel like the students being 3A wouldn't really change anything notable. Yeah, I mean, outside of like designs and powers, you know what I mean? You know, PLW would have had to happen, and quite frankly, waiting for like, you know, the whole thing about PLW that I like, again, it's a desperate initiative. Had this story gone to 3 years, they would have lost that PLW. Shigaraki would have smothered everybody because he would have been complete. You know what I mean? Shigaraki, you have to remember, completing a Nomu like Shigaraki didn't even take a year. It took a couple of months. You know what I mean? So, you know, these time restrictions that Horikoshi establishes kind of puts the story in like a confolded area where they have to abide in this guideline, because more time for certain people will only mean defeat. It would just make Deku forgiving Aoyama worse, because, dog, you're an adult. It's probably interpreted as both. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird, man. Like, I can't tell. Like, I wish it was kind of like a spread of, like, All for One reaching out and Deku reaching out, and, like, Shirakumo in the center. Kind of like a perpendicular, or, I'm sorry, a vertical, like, spiral black thing right here. So I can kind of see, like, what's the angle, you know what I mean? Did you like the final? I'm on it right now. I'm on it right now, Danny. You should watch the Planet of the Apes trilogy. Hi, Paula. I should have watched. I should watch the trilogy. I heard the new movie was good, so I might have to tap in. Actually, no cap. Wait, hold on. Did I miss something? Oh, okay. His friends await him, and then Bakugo. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Hold the phone. Everybody stop. Everybody stop and shut up. Everybody just stop. Stop for a second. Stop. No, I need to go back one. Hold on. Stop. Hello? I thought he was down. Bro. How did he get back up? Dude, this kid... Yo, listen. This kid has more resilience than I have ever seen in recent shonen, bro. This kid has more resilience than Yuji, bro. He's got reverse curse... And Yuji has reverse curse technique, bro. Stop. Dude. That is insane he gets back up. I mean, listen, to be fair, right? The minute Todoroki showed up, anything was fair game, in my opinion. But him and Ochako, I thought, were done, man. I thought him and Ochako were really done, man. Especially with his injuries and his heart still, like, being in an unstable state. Jesus Christ. My bad. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Do you think Gojo is back? No. Hi, Jordan. Hope you enjoy them when you do watch them. Thank you, Bala. I hope I enjoy them, too. I hear they're pretty good. Ochako died to a butter knife, by the way. Dude, I mean, this is a cool picture, don't get me wrong. It's the first time we've seen them. I mean, not first time. We saw them work together a couple chapters back. But, you know, I always enjoy Bakugo and Deku working together. But, jeez. I mean, this dude is feral. He's biting Kurogiri, bro. Wow. Or is that like, did he just... Wait. Did he, like, make an explosion out of his mouth, bro? Or did he, like... Like, I can't tell. Like, his hand's right here. So it doesn't give me the impression that he, like, it looks like he's, like, pushing Deku forward here. But his other hand's right. Okay, maybe he's using this hand, because this hand looks like it has the... No. I can't even tell, actually, to be honest. Okay, maybe this is the explosion right here. Maybe this is the explosion, and Bakugo's, like, to the upper right of him, like, up here, doing the explosion. Ochako never beating the zero durability allegations, which is accusations, which is crazy to me. Absolutely insane to me. Like, I get if, like, Ochako, like, took a knife wound to, like, the eye or something, you know what I mean? But superior genes. He took a breather. Tokoyami too. Yeah. Oh, God, bro. That's right. Oh my God. Bakugo's literally built different. You telling me, man. I mean, I respect it. You know what I mean? But golly. Hey, Hentai watch along stream win. Hey, I'm not gigging, bro. Come on, please respect me. It's almost like this final All For One fight shouldn't be happening, but that's a different Kurogiro shattered. So Bakugo just... Okay, hold on. You kidding me? The kid's supposed to be in the hospital. He zoomed back here alone. So he went to the hospital and he came back? How far did he fly? Why did nobody stop him? Where is Rocklock? I mean, y'all remember when Rocklock tried to stop Nagant from going outside? Where's Rocklock, bro? Stop him! He's a child. I mean, well, I know he acknowledges the heroes or the kids as heroes, but stop him! He's literally on his last... I mean, okay, all right. Look, not the end of the world. Okay, fine. Bakugo's back, right? I said Todoroki coming back. Anything's fair game. Fine. All right, fine. Todoroki might have helped you out this little ski jump. All right, so we got the season 3 railing again. Good, nice callback. But don't you dare let me surpass you, Izuku. Okay, this is nice, I guess. Nice dialogue. Because he acknowledges that he's in a higher point than him. So not bad. Okay. Lad was passed out X kilometers away from where Deku and Shigaraki were fighting around Mount Fuji. Yet somehow he yeeted all the way over there in time for that. Dude, he has full body explosions. Remember Awakening number 37? Dude, I'm just surprised he actually got over here in time, man. Like, was there nobody else that could... I guess not, really, no. I guess not. Todoroki's on his last legs himself. Hey, call back to USJ. True. True, that is it. I remember the portal scene, all that good stuff. Love how Bakugo just casually killed the man. So, yeah, so he's gone. Alright, well. GG's, Shirakumo. We appreciate you. We appreciate your service. All For One. I can't look past what you've done. But you're not some monster beyond all understanding. No, stop. You're no demon lord. Don't look at me. All you are is a lonely man. Okay. And this is the final punch, looks like. Wait, what the... Is that his... Okay. Alright, so we're back in the Vestige Realm. Mike not caring if his friend's dying again. I mean... It is what it is at this point, man, with them two, or them three. Sholo teletransported to use reverse curse to Nico Bakugo. Dude, like, at least Shoto made a little sense, right? He literally got TP to us, you know? I get that. But Jesus, man, like, nobody stopped him is crazy, man. Mirio nowhere in sight. To be fair, none of the big three are in sight. But yeah, I am kind of surprised Mirio or none of the big three are in sight, to be honest. All right, here we go. Yoichi. Midoriya managed to adjust that violent transfer in just such a way that the barest fragment would remain intact. Okay, so the shattering of the vestige realm did enough damage to the body, but didn't destroy the vestiges themselves. Then the resonance with his embers awakened me to do right by these last shreds of me. Okay, fine, I get it. You know, got a little bit of a recharge. Also that he could complete One for All as we were meant to be. Okay, so hold on. Because I've always talked about what it means to complete One for All. Okay. Or a jetpack. Oh my god. The funny thing is that scene could actually made more sense if Bakugo just left out of the portal Kurogiri made instead. True, it actually could have, bro. It actually could have. It would have made more sense for Bakugo to come out the TP than for him to just be there right then and there on time. I don't necessarily have a problem with him being there, because again, I mean, I kind of do, because I feel like he should be down if Ochako is down, personally, in my opinion. Their injuries, like his injuries is 20 times more severe as hers, and if she's down, and considering he got back up, beat one of the biggest villains, and then took a knee, I felt like he did his job. You know what I mean? I didn't think Bakugo needed to get back up. I thought he was done. But the man who turned into Nut reuniting with his brother, also in the pool of Nut, goes crazy. Why you gotta word it like that, bro? I sound so crazy saying that out loud, bro. Oh, my parents aren't outside listening. They're like, what are you talking about? I don't care. None of that matters. Don't fade away. Show me your face. Impossible. My time is up. You can't go. You're mine. Look upon me. Let me see your eyes. Brother, I couldn't guide you down the right path. What Midoriya conceived for us here is our final salvation at the end of it all. No, I won't allow it. I love you. I love you like no other. I'm hopeless without you. I'm nothing. It's time to pay the price for exploiting all for yourself. Okay, nice little wordplay. All for yourself. Because he awakened more than just me. And all the users, plus Shigaraki, is coming out. And they get their lick back. Okay, so right here, I don't... So did he crush? So did they crush the vestige? Oh, okay, they crushed the brothers. Then the brothers are gone. All for One is gone. Yoichi is gone. In this moment. Okay. Sure, I get it, right? Yoichi stuck around not only for One for All, but his brother, right? When, you know, I felt like Yoichi, like I said, the vestiges now deserve to go rest. In my opinion. Flip the page, buddy. Are you ready to have your? I worded it exactly as intended. I really think the only reason Ochako didn't show up has to be something about it spoiling Toga being alive. Most likely, yeah. It's the only explanation other than misogyny. I believe that, Bubba. I believe that. I think Ochako should be at Toga's side when she awakens. If she's alive. Pray to Dorime. Offman was close to start quoting, "No, I don't want that." Yeah, I thought that was what he was gonna say at first too. Buzzed, One for All, physically and spiritually. Okay, so all right, so and then these two connect real quick. So I've seen theories. I'm gonna come back to this actually because I've talked to a couple of people about this. I thought I was annihilated beyond hope when Master swallowed me up, but you somehow kept me tethered, kept me from fading. Right, Grandma? So Nana went after him. Kurogiri, and Kurogiri fades away. Okay. It's something. Acknowledgement, I guess. I stole my body back from Master, but I never managed to destroy a thing. In the end, maybe I really am just a crying little kid, like you said. I couldn't even destroy your hands. You don't say that, Shigaraki. You did. It's just airy, man. You did destroy his hands. That was just airy. Don't say that. You did do that. You know, you can't. It's not your fault, Shigaraki. Oh man. Master. Shiggy and Nana complete completely off screen. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is why. Okay, let me just keep going. Let me just keep going. Why does he call him master after rejecting him? I don't know. Don't blame Eri. No, I mean, okay, I don't want to blame Eri, but that is true, bro. Like Shigaraki did take his hands, bro, and you know what I mean. But Horikoshi used Eri in that way where he got his hands back. You know what I mean? Them damn kids, man. They should have took her to Wendy's, man. Like, why is she watching the final battle, bro? Take her to Wendy's, man. Take her to McDonald's or WickDonald's, whatever they call it in Japan. When, you know, in animes they have the little rip-off versions, bro. Take her to WickDonald's, man. God. Everything you did, I couldn't let it stand. That's why. Okay, hold on. I gotta pay attention to this. Everything you did, I couldn't let it stand. That's why I fought. I wanted to stop you. I wanted you to stop yourself. To keep that grief and misery from spreading any further. Ha. Izuku Midoriya. If Spinner survived this, tell him that even to the bitter end, Shigaraki kept fighting to destroy. It's already been destroyed. And the weather has been changed. Oh my god. Oh my god, no, bro. No. Oh my god, dude. I have never been... Okay. Embrace your negativity so you can use your curse technique. My curse technique... Oh my god, this is not... Okay, look. Okay, have you ever thought about OVO is working for me? Dude. Yo, I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna ban you now. Okay, look. I'm gonna say this now. Who hit the confetti emote? Yeah, I'm gonna ban the guy who's hitting the confetti emote, the confetti emote, bruh. I'm gonna ban you, whoever you are. I will find you. That's all, folks. Oh, what's up, Synchro? Yo, Synchro, after this stream, we gotta hop on the call, buddy. But we gotta talk about this. Chat, this sucks. I mean, okay. Let me, because I was busy Saturday. So I had no idea what was going on in the timeline. I got a whiff of what was going on in the timeline. But dude, this is not good, man. And before you figure you're not alone, ask what Mike would do. Yo, I know you back there giggling, kicking your feet. You cut it out, man. So how you feeling, dog? Okay, one second. I'll read everybody's message. We spent the last 2 years watching one of the more fun antagonists in shonen just jump, getting decayed from his highest point into nothingness. That Ocean's vid feels like an alt timeline now. Okay, so let me just go on my rant here, okay? Let me go on my rant, and everybody just bear with me here because I'm not gonna be able to read messages for a little bit. I need to get everything off my chest, okay? So from observing the timeline. From my understanding, one of the... And this is the problem I have with the MHA community, and this is why I'm always upset with the community, because everybody's not on the same page. We are not listening to each other, okay? One of the things I feel like everybody is disconnected about is the fact that I don't think people are necessarily upset the fact that Shigaraki died, okay? I am personally on the team, and have been for a long time. I said a long time ago, Toga should live, Dabi may die, Shigaraki might go either way, okay? I was okay with whatever he went, because I feel like the minute you transform yourself into a Nomu, you are turning yourself into something that is the equivalent of destruction incarnate, and there may not be a way to save the body of destruction incarnate, right? but there may be a way to save the soul. And that is what I talked about last stream when I said, what does it mean to save this little boy, right? If his body, if Shigaraki's body was going to decay, whether it be the way we saw it, whether it be the way All For One, you know, or I'm sorry, whether it be the way we saw it, right, with this, or rather, if Shigaraki were to have a, and I can't believe I gotta fucking say this, but whether Shigaraki had an Aizen moment, okay, where he self-imploded, kind of, you know, and it were anger, and something with All For One might have went haywire, you know, One For All neutralized All For One, and maybe all the quirks inside of him started rejecting his body, and he started having a similar reaction to Star and Stripe, except that this time he couldn't get rid of what was killing him. It was killing him from the inside out. If his body was going to be gone, okay, what does it mean to save the soul of this crying boy? If he was going to die, I'm against him dying. I saw that, Bubba, and I understand that. But what does it mean to save that soul? What does peace look like for Tenko Shimura? Okay, and when I go, I can't, bro. Hold on. I gotta go back, guys. I gotta go back because we gotta dissect this. We have got to dissect this. I just can't pretend that. Hold on. Which chapter was this? Was this 416? No. Okay, I'm gonna go forward a couple of times, guys. I think it's 418. Okay, 418. Okay, so this is why I said this chapter is incredibly jarring compared to the last one. 422, nothing happens. 423, 3 villains die. Why did his grandmother argue against Deku about murdering Shiggy then? Okay, here's my problem, first of all. Let's talk about my first problem, okay? My first problem lies in... I'm about to duplicate this again for the 3,000th time. My first problem lies in the fact that... Wait, hold on. Is it? It's not on this page. It's at the beginning of this chapter, right? My first problem lies with this, okay? My argument was going to be that Shigaraki's death is a byproduct of All For One's involvement. Right? Because All For One took his body again. He weakened his body when all the stress and the soul of Tenko kind of erupted inside of him. It weakened that body. Then he pushed it to its limits with his quirk, his high quirk release factors. Right? I was on the belief that Shigaraki's body decaying was because of All For One's influence. But this right here changes things. Okay? From my understanding, I thought that punching the vestiges inside of Tenko was breaking the molded core that was protecting his origin, okay? I didn't think it was going to have anything to do with his body itself. I literally thought that even though he would regenerate the blows and stuff like that, the barrier around his soul that will allow him to be reasoned with, that will allow him to be spoken to, would break down slowly but surely, as pointed out by Star a couple of chapters ago. This changes things, because now I can't solely blame All For One. This goes back to Kudo now. And it's crazy because Kudo was literally against saving All For One from the get-go, or saving Tomura Shigaraki from the get-go, because he's been in war and he probably wanted to kill All For One. So in reality, it low-key comes off like Kudo unironically got his agenda pushed on through Deku. You know what I mean? Even though that's not, you know, I'm obviously reaching for straws here, but it feels that way because, you know, it's kind of like I wish this information was in the previous chapters when we first brought this idea up, because the only thing that we were worried about at the time was Deku losing One For All. Now his body is gone, no matter what. So this was doomed. Shigaraki was going to die no matter what at this point. He oh no, man. And again, I'm not upset that he died, you know what I mean? I think he was going to die no matter what. But I wish, okay, I'd rather Shigaraki's death be more so leaning towards the fact that it will be a complaint towards All For One than this plan. You know what I mean? At least with it, if it's more so towards All For One than this plan, then it could just continue to add on to the fact that All For One's coming back was just, you know, a lot. It was a lot. You know what I mean? But then again, right? Man, I gotta understand. I gotta watch Bleach so I can understand the Aizen references. Yeah, man. Get on it, Navi. Anime's fun. Right now, Deku kills him, bro. He literally, he killed him. He literally killed him. I mean, okay. But here's the thing. It's not like Deku wanted to do this either, though. He didn't want to decay his body. You know what I mean? But he didn't know the specifications of the plan. Nor did he expect All For One. Nobody expected All For One to come back for the third time. Though, I mean, technically, I guess I did it in a way because we didn't know where that vestige went all this time. But it's not like Deku wanted to do this. But, man. I don't believe that Deku wanted to kill Shigaraki. I legitimately think that he wanted to save him by stopping him. Like he mentioned, he wanted to stop him, right? But again, what does it mean? You know what I mean? This is not, we're missing a chapter, man. Deku kills him, and it's portrayed as this grand heroic moment, and it imitates All Might's clearing the clouds, and that's another problem I have too, right? Hold on, Gran Torino 1. I didn't know people had this much of a problem with Deku killing Shiggy, mostly because I was so focused on the other things that were wrong with the ending. Okay, yeah. I mean, again, I figured that if Deku was going to kill Shigaraki, it was going to be like a Man of Steel situation where literally he had no choice. You know what I mean? Like, literally, he was pushed to the utmost, please stop Shigaraki kind of moment. That's what I was thinking, you know what I mean? As corny as it sounds, I did not think that it was going to go out like this. You know what I mean? And I think the frustrating part about this too is the fact that we have Deku doing an All Might level feat. He has changed the weather. The one thing that we saw years ago that had everybody freaking out, because what anime character do we know that's not Saitama that is just casually changing the weather, that isn't some supernatural like entity, you know what I mean? He's finally done a an All Might level feat in the conclusion of all of this 10-year journey. But everybody is hung up about these 2 pages right here. That's a problem, man. I have not even seen people talk about the fact, I mean, I have seen, but this chapter should be celebrating the fact that the MC just did an All Might level feat, you know what I mean? And we're struggling here with the fact that Shigaraki's gone at this moment. At this moment, okay, don't quote me, because I've seen a lot of theories about how, you know, if Deku gets his quirk back, then Tenko might be a vestige. Even then, you know what I mean? At this very moment, I don't like this, and it pains me to say that, because I do not say that lightly. But we are missing a chapter. I refuse to believe. We don't know. First of all, okay. I don't think death as redemption is bad inherently, though. I think it depends on execution. Absolutely, I agree with you, Paula. I agree with you. I don't think the bad thing inherently either. I think that there's a form of peace. There's a form of peace. There's a form of catharsis that can be achieved as well through death as well sometimes. You know what I mean? But my problem is this. First of all, I mention it time and time again that Shigaraki has no insurance that if he were to die, what about his friends? When I talk about saving the soul of Toma Shigaraki, I think of giving him the words and then following through with the actions needed so that not only can Deku, and I said this last stream too, that Deku needs to take the baton from Shigaraki, and that baton is a manifestation, or some type of will, right? An unwritten will, basically, saying, "You saved destruction incarnate, and while I may be gone, right, while I may die, do not forget who I fought for, and it's his friends, these villains, these people." Including Gentle, not including Gentle in that way, but like including people like Gentle, and again, who are good people, who got on the wrong side of life, who were not people who got the help they needed, who did not get the assistance they needed, that were corrupted and thrown under the rug and swept under the rug by a corrupt society. Do not forget who I fought for. Do not forget, right? If I'm gonna die, I need to know that the people who I fought for won't just be thrown away. Otherwise, you will have never saved me. That's what and I'm not saying this as in I'm upset just because the chapter didn't go the way I wanted to go, right? I think that's not my mentality. Obviously, things will not always go the way I want it to go, right? But this conversation was interrupted. Literally, right when this happened, we got interrupted. And we never got able to come back to this conversation. Because what now? Did the villains get a hero of their own? I mean, I guess that's a question that will have to be answered now in the epilogue, for real. Because the results of Dabi and Ochako literally have to go bar for bar. And it's not even funny how bar for bar it has. And Spinner have to go bar for bar. And I'm concerned it may not go bar for bar. I'm worried about Toga now, and I'm worried about Dabi now. I want to imagine that they are both saved, but this can't be it, man. We needed some type of talk about everything that has happened from what Deku did. You know, maybe even Shigaraki. Like, you know, I expected to see Shigaraki be like, dude, you're insane, but I respect you. Do you know how cool it would have been for Shigaraki to say, you are a true hero? That this kid is the one hero that he recognized at the end of his life. And that he felt like he was seen at the end of his life. You know what I mean? Of course, everything I'm saying is hypotheticals, of course. Again, nothing I say has to be objective. It's just subjective ideas out there. But we're missing a conversation, bro. We're missing a crucial, detrimental, integral content. Conversation, not content. Conversation. And it's unfortunate to say that. It does not feel like... Realistically, I expected these two to have one 20-something page chapter and be done. If we just got one chapter. That one chapter could have been the best freaking dialogue all series, man. All series. It could have been top 10 exchanges in the entire series. But I don't know. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Let me read y'all messages now. Deku did what All Might failed at, killing All For One, baby. Oh, God, man. Celebrating the MC doing an All Might level feat while he loses his quirk, his dreams, and the ability to save his foe. Oh, my God, man. I'm getting stressed over here, chat. Y'all making me sweat, man. Shit. Oh, my bad. I mean to curse YouTube. I'm sorry. You know, forget it. Endeavor tried offing himself with Dabi, and his family said, no, don't worry. They won't be dead. They won't be thrown away. They're dead. Like, there's no insurance, not even to us. We don't know what is going to happen to these villains because public sentiment says off all of them, in my opinion. But we don't know what. And another thing, too, is that nobody knows what Deku and Ochako was trying to do either, which I guess makes it a little bit more complicated to do because we don't know how people will react. Oh, I'm starting to get a headache, bro. I'm actually starting to get a headache. His final words about Spinner, which can never permanently... Oh, I'm sorry. Skipped over. I'm sorry, Austin. My bad. Hold on. Let me restart over. His final words about Spinner, which can never be delivered because Spinner is permanently brain damaged. If all for one, as a quirk, is forever gone now. Oh, God, man. You know, I'm going to pretend that there's enough technology to reverse the brain damage and just be on cope. Because I'm telling you now, if Spinner does not get those words delivered to him in his right state of mind, that is some BS, bro. That is some major BS. Well, this chapter said no problem because suddenly Shigaraki changed his desire of being hero for the villains just to send post-mortem messages to Spinner only. Consistency is dead. That's the crazy part. Like again, we stopped right here and we never picked back up. You know what I mean? No Dabi, no Dabi, no Toga, no Twice, no Compress, no Skeptic, no anybody. Oh, it's just like, What was the point of mentioning this, man? Like, this right here was so good because it put them at a crossroads where two people cannot stand down. They must stand and die for what they believe needs to be right. And I love that type of confrontation because when you have two people that cannot stand down from one another, it creates this captivating friction among two characters that makes you so invested to see whose ideals will come out on top and how. But this never got picked up from where I got left off. It got interrupted. And I don't know if it's because of the fact that oh my god, man. I agree. We're missing a very important final interaction between the two. We are missing a very final important interaction. And I don't think it's right to just disregard this in the event that we get a Tenko vestige, man. Like I would still be happy that they had a proper conversation if the Tenko vestige and he ends up getting his quirk back through this whole thing. But it should have happened here, man. Like why? Oh my god, bro. Why did Deku and Bakugo have a more clear-cut transitional exchange in Villain Hunt with them starting out as kids? Then I'm sorry, I hit my mic. My bad. Sorry for headphone users if I just bass boosted your mic for a second or your headphones for a second. Why did Deku and Bakugo get such a meaningful, like, you know, kid, middle school, UA, hero costume moment, but we can't get an equivalent? But we can't get an equivalent of something like this and then this. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like what are we doing here? What are we doing? I understand how people can like this chapter, right? Again, I'm not upset that Shigaraki died, per se. But in the manner of how it had to happen, and in the manner of the lack of conversation that was needed to have, it just leaves a sour taste in your mouth. I cannot like this chapter the way I would like to, man. And it sucks because I like the fact that the users finally got their lick back after literally, like, having to after 9 generations, they finally were able to deliver the final blow, and they can finally go and rest now. You know what I mean? I like this idea. I like this little conversation between All For One after getting his brother, after getting the backstory. You know, that obsessive nature comes back thick and through to the end. You know what I mean? I like that. You know, I like this part right here. Shirakumo stuff and Bakugo, I mean, I think that's a little bit kind of crazy to push it on home, but whatever. But this is just so, I can't get behind it. It's like, it makes me wonder, Cope and the manga ends in 2 weeks. Yeah, watch your mouth. That's cap. That's cap. Cut it out there, Buster. I know what you are. Shigaraki and Deku are supposed to be soulmates in the sense that they fill each other's underdeveloped sides, and yet they have barely had a conversation. Could never be Obito, sadly. Kurogiri kills himself for no reason, mentioning how the League of Villains are waiting for Shigaraki. Shigaraki proceeds to say Kurogiri and then die alongside him. Manga isn't ending in 2 weeks. Yeah, I know. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Because we're at the end, basically. You know what I mean? Isn't it crazy how Volume 42 opens up with an immediate end to the battle and Shigaraki's death? Horikoshi, you better go back and add... Listen, okay? I'm coping. Oh my god, all these are 18 pages. Surely Horikoshi can be like, hey guys, can I add like a chapter in between 423 and 424, and can we just move stuff up? Literally from right here, Horikoshi needs to be like, listen, I need to shift the entire final volume count up by 1 and add a chapter that Like, they need to, like, literally, like, the minute this happens, move this, push it forward, start a new chapter right here. From this panel. And then make that 424, the end of 423. Make 424 the entire chapter, okay? Keep this at the end of 424. And then, boom, you got new content. You keep this stuff. You maybe reword some stuff. Genius. You know what I mean? The convo should have happened between Deku and Tomura, not Deku and Tenko, if you're catching my drift. Yeah. I agree. Because that's... But yeah, the League of Villains got the short end so bad. Twice death, never acknowledged by Shiggy. Shiggy dead. Dabi crippled and near death. Toga unknown, possibly dead. Spinner, mind might be damaged by quirks. I want to pray. To be honest with you, okay, I feel like Spinner will be okay, y'all. If Shirakumo can be brought back after being Nomufied, I feel like he can probably be brought back too. Because I don't believe Spinner's situation is as nearly as bad as being turned into a Nomu, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I think Spinner will mellow out with medical technology, because that shit is OP in this universe. What are we doing? Fumbling the bag. That's what we're doing. When I tag you and say hold that when Mrs. Dabi's pole dance announces the end of the manga in the first week of June. No. This epilogue better be thick. Capital T. Obito gas I can't support. I respect the Paula through and through. You ain't messing with that boy. Imagine next chapter only being about capturing villains and rebuilding and having heroes talk with each other and no reform. Chat, listen. If we get nothing about reform and serious changes and the Public Safety Commission being held responsible and public sentiment needing to be changed, if Ochako and Deku don't speak up about their eternal missions and inspire people to look at villains as people and try to get things to change, if we don't get any of that, I do not know if I can keep MHA as my top one. I might just put World Trigger back on top, because that is an insult. We have gone through so much and seen so much for nothing to change, to not change and show the change and be the change that is to make sure to create a new society where another Tomura Shigaraki will never, excuse me, I'm sorry, will not be born again, is criminal. That is criminal. That is insulting. It will be disappointing, and I will be very upset. I will be so upset if that would have happened. I genuinely do not believe that Horikoshi would do that, though. There's no way. There's no way. I'm a saying not like us in your DMs, little. Dude, come on, like. Hori, hold on. Hori has room for basically 3 additional chapters if he gets the amount of pages Demon Slayer got for its final volume. True. Oh, interestingly. Oh, you know what? I heard about that, actually. Back when Demon Slayer was wrapping up, I did hear about that. Next chapter can maybe fix like 30% of this. 30% is Jinra's main. Trying to make Sensei... Y'all, listen, these blinds has a window, and I'm about to like 360 no scope out of it, no cap. The whole goal of Deku trying to save the villains is meaningless now. See, I don't want to say that. It definitely has taken a blow. You know what I mean? But you still got people like Gentle and Nagant, and while they aren't the main antagonist, they're still proof that what he believed in is possible. You know what I mean? But this Kudo plan, man, I was not aware. I thought it was attacking the soul, the spirit, the essence of origin. That's what I thought it was attacking, not the body. You know what I mean? Horikoshi just doesn't know how to solve moral dilemma, so we had to just get rid of them through plot contrivances and deliver hollow fights instead of popular answers. And this is what, and this is the thing that trips me out. We say that, right? But like, look at Endeavor, man. You know what I mean? For what Endeavor did to his family, and for what Endeavor could be insinuated to have done to things like Ray. Again, I don't engage in any of that conversation. If what you believe Endeavor did, if you believe it, hey, we'll go with your headcanon or whatever you believe. You know what I mean? Horikoshi handled Endeavor so damn good. He didn't go for forgiveness. He went for atonement. He didn't try to be pushy with atonement. He just tried to do the right thing. And Endeavor accepted that he was flawed. And that he will never be like his son, or Deku, or All Might. And even so, he still fought. You know what I mean? He handled Endeavor so damn good. So I can't sit here and say that Horikoshi doesn't know how to solve moral dilemma, because we have something like abuse, neglect, child abuse. You know what I mean? And it was handled with such care that it ended up becoming one of the plot lines that but was one of the strong reasons why if people weren't here for Deku all the time, they would tune in for Keeping Up with the Todorokis. And we were seated every time. Every time we were seated, man. The next chapter is gonna be Deku falling. Somebody will catch him, I'm sure. Ochako and Deku, please look at the villains and humans. They aren't monsters. Literally anyone. Didn't you kill them? See, that's the problem too. It's like Tomura. Oh, man. I don't know how this is gonna go, man. You're good. You're channeling bubble energy. Not a good look. I mean, look, man. You know it. You know it. Oh, man, I'm kind of dumbfounded. Oof, boy, brain is kind of spazzing out. You mean Gentle and the Gant when MHA was good? Okay, but like Gentle's return in this arc was kind of gas, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Give me something. Give me a bone. Give me something. Please, give me something. I'm fighting for my fucking life out here, man. Please, ouch. Please. I feel like Hori focuses on spectacular over substance, especially the final arc. And that's how a lot of people have felt lately, and that's why there's been such a divide, man. I mean, Endeavor notably didn't really face any social consequences in Act 3. Okay, I actually expect that to happen. Well, no, I don't actually. But see, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing about that too, man. It's like, I guess that's a problem with Villain Hunt too, is the fact that society was put in this position where even if Endeavor was like harassed and stuff like that, they didn't have a choice to not let him fight and help. You know what I mean? They just didn't have a choice, man. Like the heroes retiring. It's like they can hate him all they want. They can say you don't deserve to be a hero. Heck, Endeavor can retire after this arc, which I expect him to do. But they didn't have a choice but to let him fight, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the hero ranking system became irrelevant. And the family's dirt got revived. So it's like, what do you want from him? You know what I mean? Neither did. Okay, see, Hawks I get. But see, Hawks. Okay, so here's the thing too. Actually, hold on. Here's the thing about Hawks. Okay, Hawks is a reflection of the Public Safety Commission. So the Public Safety Commission needs to be held accountable, which is why I keep pushing for Public Safety Commission accountability. They need, even though Homegirl died, they need to get on all of them and everybody who was involved in the creation of the Gant and Hawks. Oh my God, put them in the slammer, bro. He endeavored, wink, wink, yo, Navi, I'm gonna throw a pillow like at you from like a million miles away. It's gonna come flying through your window. Don't ever say that again. Bubba, we gonna be 1984. Oh man, the issue I have with You Can Prevent the next Shigaraki is that there's never gonna be a 100% firewall. I agree. There will always be cracks. We need the villains alive to solve what we do when they exist. Okay, I agree. Okay, Bubba, you know what? That's a good point. That's a very good point. There is no way to plug a crack in a society. Human emotions, human nature is very unpredictable. You cannot conform it. You cannot control it. You cannot contain it. You can only react to it. So that's a fair point. That's a fair point. It's a fair point, Bubba. I guess I would track that sentiment then, right? I guess if anything, I just want public sentiment to be altered. You know what I mean? To start thinking like these people can be reached out to and talked to. I'd expect that to happen. Well, actually, no, I didn't. Got me giggling my dude. I mostly just wanted to see some people begrudgingly working with him rather than not. No, but nobody's saying anything. Okay, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I agree. Because, like, especially, like, the ladies, man. You know what I mean? Mount Lady? You know what I mean? Mount Lady had every right to talk her shit. You know what I mean? But, I mean, Mount Lady is such a... Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. But see, it's kind of like, man, like when you look at who was kept around, right? None of these people, first of all, none of these people are close to each other. Secondly, I feel like I low-key feel like they were probably worried about beating Endeavor's spirits down when they were trying to look out for Deku, and they're probably like, listen, squash the beef. Like, we gotta handle this kid right now. You know what I mean? Third, if anybody needed to say it, it definitely should have been like. It definitely should have been those people who were with that small circle in Villain Hunt. For sure. Man, yeah, I don't know, man. Because I mean, when you think about the people who we would care about for them to say anything, like Rocklock probably could have said it. To be honest, Rocklock unironically would have had the most balls and respect for saying it, because Rocklock emphasized the importance of protecting children. Because he has a kid of his own, a long time ago. You know what I mean? Rocklock should have definitely said something, in my opinion. But I guess with him being a minor hero, it, you know, rehabilitation is like a good first step at helping villains and solving the systematic issues Quirk Society has. Agreed. Toga. There we go. Well, dang. I'm messing with you, Navi. The issue is how, right? It'd be one thing if all of one killed Shiggy, but right. Okay. Make sure you guys have. Oh, CW. Okay, never mind. Oops. All of the people in charge of the. Yeah. Which is ridiculous, in my opinion. I feel like, okay, here's the thing. We may not be able to hold those people accountable, but we can still bring it to light. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, guys. Listen. Right now, Sensei writes better MHA fan fiction than I do. I try, man. I've been holding my headcanon for my own little headcanons for so long. You know what I mean? Inasa coming back just to glaze Endeavor after finding out he was right about him is crazy. Yeah, that is also a missed opportunity for a student who looked up to him to say something. Hori dropped the bomb that Kamui was abused as a kid in his volume extra. Literally perfect candidate. Really? I didn't know that. Horikoshi, when I catch you. What am I about to say, y'all? Oh yeah, here's a major thing, y'all. One of the most important things that is going to be in this final epilogue is 2 words, and that is public sentiment. Right now, the public does not know who to believe in outside of this kid right now, okay? The system that they believed in and they spectated in is gone. The Public Safety Commission is gone. They know America and all the other foreign states turn their back on them. The rebuilding of a hero society must start with the exposition of exposing what was wrong with it in the first place. Killing twice. Hawks, Nagant, the Public Safety Commission, the lack of rehabilitation, Gentle, La Brava, Shigaraki, people not reaching out, spectators, all of that must be brought to light. Because the main question should be, see, and here's the thing, Bubba, actually, too, Bubba. Let me go back to that statement I said earlier, right? I know that we cannot 100% guarantee it, but one of the main things politicians should be asking right now, how do we prevent this from happening in our country? What measures can we do to ensure that we do everything in our power to at least try to make sure that this never can happen again? Even though it's not guaranteed, how can we try? And that is what I mean when I say that big sentiments need to be had. Public sentiment needs to be swayed. New conversations. So you know how when Stain was talking and everybody was watching him on the web and Deku even went to go see his video to see what he was talking about before Shigaraki came to him in the mall and was like, hey, what is this about? With everybody paying attention to Stain. Those type of things, we need those. When everybody is vulnerable and uncomfortable conversations need to be had. We need to start seeing people be uncomfortable about these conversations about treating villains like they're people too. Tartarus is flawed. Tartarus is a flawed place. The guys literally called them like not humans and like animals and stuff like that. It is a flaw. It's so many. It's so many flaws around the board. But we do not get anywhere if we don't put that on the map, man. Public sentiment must be uncomfortable. It must be new. It must be uncomfortable if we're gonna move anywhere, man. Otherwise, we're cooked. You're gonna just throw these villains in the slammer. Gentle gets the free pass. Hawks and the Gamp might go buzz off and go live in the woods. You know what I mean? You know, get a nice little cabin near a lake. Hawks can go fishing. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, as a diehard MHA fan, this chapter felt like a bullet to the heart, and not in a good way. It felt so rushed, not even some type of final ultimate attack or something. So CJ, let me tell you, man, I'm feeling your pain, man. And it's unfortunate too, because I've talked to multiple big MHA people privately. Some of which who I don't want to say their names outright because it's their business, but for those who can probably guess, some people who make AMVs, some people who make art, and they do not like this chapter either. And it pains me to be on the same page with them. It pains us to be on the same page with each other, man. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, again, if you like this chapter, as always, power to you, man. We got no beef. We're good. You know what I mean? But for me, and for what I wanted, this is a matter of I simply not expected more. I needed more. I absolutely needed more. I didn't get it. We're at the finish line. Even if it happens later, I will still feel salty at the fact that it should have happened here. And that is where I'm at. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate to say. And it pains me to say that because we're at the end and I've dealt with so much silently when it comes to criticism in this series. I've held it all in. And I can't feel I can go silently. I can't in my head go fuck all the haters, you know what I mean? I can't again, not in like a joking manner, of course, but I can't say that in my head. Because Horikoshi didn't, I don't feel at this moment, as of this chapter, I do not feel like Horikoshi has proved me right for holding out hope right now. Didn't one of the Tartarus guards say they were caught violating the prisoners' human rights? Yeah, I believe so. I can go back to that episode and look at it one more time. Incoming trial arc of the League of Villains versus the government of Japan. Oh, they're cooked, bro. They're getting seppuku straight up samurai styled if they get a trial, man. They ain't getting no lawyer either. Oh no, I agree. They need to do these preventative measures, safety nets, proper court counseling, etc. It's just that it's an issue that needs to be tackled on two fronts. Agreed. I agree, Bubba. 100%. $30 that Hori just sends the villains to a new Tartarus and no changes happens. I'm telling you, bro. If that happens, bro. If that happens, y'all might see me on the timeline going at it, bro, with people too. Because I'm going to be like, listen, look, like, I'm all for people liking the chapter content of controversial content, but y'all got to be fucking for real. Like, and that's just, like, come on, man. Like everybody has their line in the sand. They just don't want to admit it. Mine's has been a long line coming. And it's halfway drawn right here. If the epilogue sucks, it's fully drawn. You're gonna get your time skip wedding epilogue and you're gonna like it. I'm not gonna like it, bro. I don't even think Ochako and Deku should be together. I'm not be together like just outright like we're dating now. I literally think there should be a chapter called Ochako and Izuku starting line because these kids have been so busy having to fight, having to prepare, that they have not had time to even discuss how they feel. I think they should just take it slow, take it steady, man. Go get some of those what's the dessert that Deku had mentioned when Toga had mentioned about a boyfriend there? Croquettes or it starts with a C, doesn't it? Whatever, man. You know, start with that, man. Go get some sweets, man. Some mochi, man. You know, don't throw them together, man. That in my opinion is a lot better. Really left a bad taste in my mouth when I read this chapter. I could be coping, but my disappointment has died down a bit, and just as people didn't like Naruto's ending, but I can still call it a masterpiece. I absolutely understand that. Like, I'm frustrated. I'm annoyed. I still love MHA to death, though. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about, man. You know, everybody has a right to be frustrated. You know what I mean? I never went to MHA expecting this to be a flawless story. I just hate that it has to happen in such crucial moments, but it happens. These people, you know, authors are people. They have their mess ups. will the court counselors even be held accountable? No. Well, maybe. No, I don't know, actually. That's a good question. Maybe not for something like Toga, you know what I mean? Because she never even got it, but, you know. I don't know. But court counseling, accountability would be interesting, you know what I mean? I think that, in my opinion, villains will always exist. Agreed. Right, I agree, Paula. But ideally, there would be a certain respect between them and heroes, like in Big Two comics. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, listen, like, you know, and it's interesting because I just finished watching the recent X-Men 97 TV show. And the way mutants and humanity go about it, man, golly, it's so damn good. Oh my god. You know that Skip Bayless meme where, not Skip Bayless meme, you know that Shannon Sharp meme where he's drinking the soda and he's like shaking out, he's like, oh boy, that was me every episode of X-Men. Oh my god, that writing was impeccable, man. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Does Ochako even know about what court counselors told Toga? No, but she probably can have an idea of it. You know what I mean? They only had so much to get out. You know what I mean? Toga laid it on her, but she didn't lay like all the trauma on her. So I'm sure she'll get to it. I'm sure that if they have that starting line and just hear Toga from her origin, you know what I mean? Then that'd be great. You know what I mean? Whether this series goes from now on, I'll still call it one of my favorite series, even if the ending isn't good. 100%. That's where I am too. You know what I mean? Getting past Act 1 and 2, Horikoshi has got me too invested. And no matter what this is, I will always call this one of my favorite series. Just like I call Naruto one of my starting series. But there are disappointing elements in here that I can be honest about and not ignore. That's just one of the most important things. Creeps. There we go. Thank you, gentlemen. Creeps. Go get a creep out of Carnival and call it a day. The day this chapter released, my disappointment was immeasurable, though. Years of defending MHA and dodging other criticism for this year. I get it, man. And that's why I've just became silent. I like to observe now. I just can't even speak up anymore, man. I've just got tired. MHA could have lasted at least 500, 600 chapters at least. There's a lot of things that could have been done and could have been said. We're just rushing at this point. I agree. MHA could have easily gone like low-key, pushing close to Naruto length if it really wanted to. But, you know, this chapter hurt me so bad when I released. I went on a short manga hating arc. MHA hating arc. Dang. If Toga is dead, I do not want to see a single ounce of romance. Bubba, I've been seeing your posts, the Fortnite post, man. W bangers, man. W bangers. Synchro was talking about it with me in the call the other day. We were talking about that. W bangers, Bubba. W bangers. The Deku Ochako epilogue will break that side of Twitter. Let's lock in. Yo. Whoo, boy. I'm afraid for that, man. Because again, I've got nothing against shipping. I think everybody should be able to ship what they want, be happy. But I just feel like people aren't sensible enough when it comes to shipping to the point where they're going to either A, blame Horikoshi. Somehow I'm going to get called a dude bro in all of this because I've been called a dude bro before, even though I've never said anything to a Bakudeku ever that was disrespectful. I've always, like, even if they bite at me, I have never bite back. I'm just like, okay, I understand. But it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, creeps. Yeah, my bad, guys. Creeps. I couldn't remember, man. I couldn't remember. XD Ochako enjoying dessert together is in a no change society, smiling. They fixed it all. Good night, yo. See you in chat. All right, Naya. Thank you for coming by, buddy. Get some rest, man. Get some rest. Now you got working on good stuff. Toga did get court counseling. It was just like the conversation camp. Yeah. X-Men 97 is peak generational. X-Men 97 did right what MHA did wrong. I agree. X-Men 97 did exactly. X-Men. I was literally watching like the every episode that's talked about tolerance is extinction is literally Horikoshi needed to copy that and put it in the mutant plotline. And the crazy thing about the mutant plotline is literally it's literally a genius idea in a bottle, but it fell flat. What needed to happen, in my opinion, is that literally Shoji should have been like, your anger is valid, but you need to aim it at me. Give me all your anger so I can take that anger and tell it to the people where it matters, and tell your voices to the people, not be better. You know what I mean? We look at what's going on in the world right now with all these people, all the kids protesting around the world and stuff like that. They're doing it because being better simply isn't enough anymore. You know what I mean? Being idle, being complacent, being complicit, you know what I mean? To whatever oppression that they've been, it's not enough. So people get angry and they revolt. You can't simply tell people to just be better and just, you know what I mean? I felt like they should have Spinner, not Spinner, Shoji should have been like, direct your anger at me so I can take your voice and tell it to the people that will listen to me if they won't listen to you all. And let me be a torch for you. You know what I mean? But I digress. I've delved too deep in the MHA myself to get out. Now I own the current volumes, all of Smash, all of Vig's, the current volumes. And hey, power to you. I'm still gonna collect MHA very soon. You know, I gotta get a shelf going. I'm gonna start building a MHA, Yozakura family, will trigger. I'm just gonna hit up Barnes & Nobles every other 2 weeks and just go at it. For me personally, it's a wait and see type of chapter. Various parts of the context of the chapter depend on what happens later. The epilogue will be the most integral in informing my overall opinion. I hear you, Zero. I hear you. I mean, we do have to wait and see now. Because, again, we don't know if his quirk is gone. We don't know if this could be anything. And if the Tenko vestige is real. And if All For One and All For One combined and created something new. We don't, you know, I've seen a lot of theories. You just call it Bubba, get off my case. Just a manga, dude. Don't make it political. Yeah, okay, bro. Don't you get like 3 videos of you getting in the nitty gritty, man? Cut it out. I know what you are, Asaratha. Majority of stuff in the final war is disappointing to me. Mostly because it's exactly what I expected Hori to do. Historically, he avoided any real conversations about villains and just swept it all under the rug in favor of vague allusions to stuff being done in the future. Now that he's at the end, there's no more time to stall, and all he can do is make the villains disappear in order to make the problems disappear. Pretend this is like a drink, chat. I'm drinking. I'm disappointed, man. I'm very disappointed, man. It's unfortunate, and I hate that I have to say that. I never want to end MHA feeling disappointed, man. But this is not enough. I refuse to believe. Again, this is no shade towards anybody who liked the chapter. If you like the chapter, great. Continue to love this chapter. Do not let anything I say sway you. But it is disappointing. It just feels 10 years deep. And it's led to this, man. The only major conversation these two have had in terms of an actual exchange was literally the mall scene. And it wasn't even about them two. It was Deku giving Shigaraki pointers about how to be relevant. Other than that, they've never met anywhere outside of school. They've never met anywhere outside of Camino. They never met anywhere in a villain hunt. They've always met on the battlefield when they're not alone. It's always somebody else either there interrupting them or fighting with them. And it just 10 years for 2 pages, man, at the end. Coming up, okay, let me not say 2 pages. Let me say let me say half of 418 in 2 pages. So about what? 11 pages, right? Plus let me say 417, 418. And then the last 2 pages of 423. In my opinion, this final war has been really good. Hey, I mean, I still, outside of the mutant plotline, and Ayama stuff, and because I was kind of rushed. I mean, you know, I kind of thought there was a little bit more. Outside of the mutant plotline, outside of Ayama stuff, outside of a handful of contrivances for the sake of just making things kind of work, and outside of Sero's group kind of just getting smushed in with Aizawa's group. And of course Bakugo's controversial revival, but that's kind of like for another reason. That's not just the fact that he got back up. I still like the final battle. You know what I mean? There's some hype moments in there. There's some emotional moments in there. Again, Todoroki. You know what I mean? Todoroki's moment, or chapter. Ochako's chapter. I liked Gentle. I liked 422. You know, it's just I don't know, man. You know, here's the thing. I think that, like, it's okay to have, like, again, conversations about, you can't refute, huh? I'm fighting for my life, Nabi, man. You can't tell, I'm fighting for my life, man. I'm dying out here, man. You ranking the final war as the worst arc of the series yet, like I am, or no? See, oh man, oh boy, that's a toughie. I mean, technically, I would say this is definitely the most problematic arc, but thus far, more problematic than Villain Hunt. Because see, here's the thing, right? any of the training arcs, you're right. You may call it boring and stuff like that, but it's still thorough. It still serves a purpose. It has decent moments in it. You know what I mean? But the training arcs, you know, at most they're just boring. You know what I mean? You might just like, you know, you might just want to like speed through it and just be done. You know what I mean? So excluding the training arcs, USJ was good. Sports Festivals Hall of Fame. Stain is Hall of Fame. The first training arc is good. You move into season 3, right? Training camp, godlike. The license exam, fine. Kick off the Deku versus Bakugo / kickoff of Big 3, fine. Overhaul, Zenith. UA Cultural Festival, Hall of Famer, greatest of all time. Nomu Invasion, perfect. Or no move fight in Hosu City or whatnot, perfect. That's 4, right? 5, joint training, cool. You know, better than the other training and test arcs, but it was cool because Black Whip, right? My Villain Academia, perfect. Or damn near pretty close to perfect. Endeavor Agency, great. POW, Tears of My Eye, splooge on the floor. That's my favorite arc of all time. Villain Hunt, good idea in a bottle, just needed more time to flesh out. I still enjoy it for the most part, even though I've acknowledged all the issues. Post VH, ups and downs, rocky. A little bit conveniences in some areas. Had some good ideas in others, but overall, just rocky. Final War just has a lot of rocky though, man. You get like you get Deku getting pulled away, cool, right? Endeavor, Todoroki's awesome. Endeavor versus All for One, awesome. You got Bakugo getting killed, Hall of Fame. Oh my God, this is peak. And then Bakugo is getting revived by Edge Shot that we didn't know he could revive. Comes back down a lot. Okay. Then you get Gentle. You get Deku back at UA. Oh, shaking it. You got Gentle. Oh, you got Ochako moving to phase 2. Oh, you got Totoro. You got Dabi phase 2. You got Dabi phase 2. And then you get Shigaraki coming back. And then you get the fucking Mune arc, bro. Turn it off, chat. You know what I mean? Like you literally go up and down in the arc, but the downs literally drag you down to hell and back, man. And you have to climb back up, man. Only low parts for me was the Uraraka versus Toga battle as well. The chapter but everything else was good for me. Yeah, the mutant plotline was also one of the lows. I feel like it wasn't talked about enough to be relevant at all. Agreed. Though I like the Toga and Ochako part a lot, so I have to disagree with you there. But of course, hey, that's just differences, of course. No problem. The main issue with Aoyama stuff was that it was planned to occur around Volume 12. Yeah, I read about that, Mark. I did read about that. That's like the crazy reveal, too. But I know that was like, it got pushed around. I think it's because he was afraid. I think around that time with the villains, popularity was dropping around that time, I think. So he like nipped it in the bud and was like, listen, let's get back to the hero stuff. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Horikoshi was like afraid at that time. Joint training runs laps around this arc, huh? Okay, bro. Whoa. I don't know, man. I mean, come on, man. I don't know, man. I mean, look, man. You know, oh, come on, computer. I mean, look, man. You know, I got problems with joint or stuff as much as the next guy, but like, joint training don't got this, dog. You better rip my shirt off every time I see this, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm dead serious. Oh my god. Bottom 3 arcs, in my opinion, were Final War, UA Trader, and Stars and Stripes. Oh wait, SNS was an arc technically, even though it's like a couple of chapters. But then again, though, so was the Endeavor fight. So yeah, that makes sense. Has some of the highest peaks of the series scattered with some lows, so it's hard to phrase. Yeah, I agree. I mean, again, you know, my experience is different. I've been around a lot of different war arcs. You know what I mean? Naruto's, Bleach's. I watched all of One Piece's Wano for 4 years straight. I've been through Marineford. I've been through Road Trigger's War. I've been through 3 of Twin Star Exorcist Wars. You know what I mean? I've been through a lot of war arcs, you know what I mean? So my expectations and all that good stuff is, you know, I've got some, you know, I got a lot of, you know, thoughts through these things, of course. You know, it just seems like doing a war arc is very hard for authors, man. You know, they either goof up halfway, goof up somewhere in the later half, goof up in the early half, but like they end up coming back at some points, and then it's just like an intro. It's a constant like introduction of either the highest highs or the lowest lows, man. I'm dead serious, Mr. Sensei. A retrospective will save you. We will be reacting to that live, Mr. Asaratha H says. We will be doing that live. I probably will make that I might just react to the whole thing in one day and just call it. It's gonna be pretty. I'm gonna make food that day. I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna sit here like a hunchback and eat my food and watch that retrospective. It's gonna be great. Oh yeah, that's pretty peak. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like, look at this, man. Look how he's drawn, man. Look at the hair, the lightning. Oh. Today was a great day. Yeah, it is. How do you rate the war arcs you have seen? So, well, out of all the war arcs, World Triggers is definitely the best. I would say the second best is probably Marineford. Third best, Wano. Fourth best, probably MHA. And then the Twin Star Exorcist ones, I have to rank individually. The problem with the Twin Star Exorcist ones is that while they are very good battle-wise and very good lore-wise, they just have these moments and I'm like, why? You know what I mean? Like, why? Why? Rank? Yeah, World Trigger definitely the best. Marineford, Wano, MHA. Actually, no. I'm gonna do World Trigger at the top. Marineford, Wano, 4th grade Ninja War, MHA, and then Twin Star Exorcist. Wano was horrible because it was the climax of the time skips arcs, and it ended up being a 6.5. So here's the thing, Paula. I'm an anime only for One Piece, throwing that out there first. And I agree. It being the climax of the time skip arcs and all that good stuff. I just found it very unfortunate. I did not like some of the people who survived. I did not like how some people died. I thought that shit was stupid. By how some people died. I'm stuttering a lot. My bad, y'all. Got a lot of things processing through my brain right now. I also didn't like Luffy versus Kaido, which is a long fight. I mean, it was a good fight. I mean, the presentation was great. My God, Gear 5, wow. But this is long. I mean, 4 years for one arc is crazy. I mean, I went through college and walked out of college with Wano, bro. It's crazy. How do I go into college as a freshman? And Wano just wrapped up like 40 episodes ago. Like, that's like earlier this year. Like, what is going on at Toei, bro? Oh my God. Spring, Ganeshika, Berserk, Marineford, OP, PLW. I believe that. I heard Berserk to be cooking. I'm now hoping Black Clover's final arc is so peak. Oh boy. Tabata's on thin ice right now because people are not liking this black magic stuff that he's sharing with right now. No matter the highs and lows of this final arc, I'll say Horikoshi's art has been consistently on the high point. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, man. Horikoshi did. I mean, dude, come on. Come on, man. I mean, I get goosebumps thinking about this stuff, man. I'm like, man, are they gonna like slow motion this shot? And like Shigaraki, like Deku would be like close up, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, there's just so much cool stuff they can do, man. And they put a good director in charge, like Naomi, man. She's got the juice. She's got the sauce, man. It's just about execution. You know what I mean? TBH, Toei can only animate 1 to 2 chapters because they are too close to the Yeah, I've heard. Sometimes they even do half a chapter. I understand it, you know what I mean? I mean, the presentation makes up for it. I mean, Gear 5, 1015, episode 1015. Oh, I know you know all about that, Paula. Whew, man. I never forget watching One Piece 1015. Like, if you have never watched One Piece, even if you don't know what's going on, just go watch episode 1015. 1015, please. It is the greatest episode of anime I've ever seen in my life. My God, I have never seen anything like it in my like, what am I, 23 now? In like my 14 years of watching anime, I have never seen anything like 1015 in my life. It is ridiculous. You're gonna be busy after this, right? Would love to talk to you. Oh yeah, you can hit me up. When stream ends, I got Discord open. Yeah. I won't be doing much. I'm chilling for the evening. Already done with Yozakura. So, Wano was 4 years. I was in 6th grade when it began. Man, it's crazy, man. Wano literally began in the middle of my freshman year. And then Gear 5 came out like after I graduated, bro. It's crazy. I was literally home in this seat watching Gear 5, bro. I'm on the Chopper arc. I'm on the arc they find Chopper. Oh, you got a heck of a journey, Caesar. God bless, man. Yeah, I agree. The animation from Wano and upgraded a lot compared to the previous arcs. Yeah, it's been ridiculous. I'd be like, why can't it be MHA? You know what I mean? Like, thankfully, like World Trigger, for example, gets like kind of like the but like some of that energy, because some of like Wano's animators go to World Trigger, like Akihiro Ota, for example, who's done like the crazy like Luffy scenes. She has gone to World Trigger and she did like some of the highest of World Triggers, which made me like so happy to actually see Toei care about World Trigger. But yeah, man, crazy arc, Paula, crazy arc. I mean, as an anime only, it's just hard for me to hate all of it, but I do think some stuff is stupid in there. Kinemon, you know what I mean? Ashura, or wasn't it Ashura, or you know. Yeah, Caesar, you better get comfortable, man. 5 episodes a day, man. You'll be caught up in no time. ReZero episode 18, still the best anime episode I've ever seen. So those are mighty high praise. Yeah, I get it, man. I'm a fan of ReZero's Choose Me episode a lot. That really moves me. I watched episode 1015 of One Piece. I've been wanting to get into the series, so that episode, oh my god, it's generational. I'm telling you, Spider, the director on that episode, his name is Megumi Shitani. I have never in my life. That woman is that's just, you know what I mean? Just She got that dog in her, bro. She got that dog in her. Never in my life. Nothing topping ReZero episode 18 mustard. Awesome, man. I'm gonna need you to go watch 1015 too, bro. I'm not gonna lie with you, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. You need to listen. I know you ain't gonna know what's going on, but holy shit, awesome. Listen. I promise you, bro. We get, listen. We're gonna have to have some uncomfortable conversations, bro. I'm gonna have to have an uncomfortable conversation with the server, bro. Oh my god, bro. I have never in my life seen something like 1015, but just when the 1015 was meant, alright, bro. Yo, somebody take this guy outside. But yeah, yo. I think I've said pretty much all I have to say as far as this chapter goes. Again, it's not just me. Some of the notable MHA people, artists, AMV people, content creators alike, they are disappointed. Again, I'm just one person. My takes and values are insignificant compared to the grand scheme, but for those who do care enough to take my opinion into consideration, I am disappointed with this. I feel kind of sour. Coming along 10 years and not having this meaningful exchange that I banked on a lot to play into the epilogue. I have no idea how the epilogue might play into now. I also want to say that going forward, I am done with leaks. I am done with leak night, and I will also announce that after Extreme as well. Hey, Mr. Sensei, how do you feel about people saying the villains deserve to die? Oh, yeah, no, they're dumb. I mean, not dumb. Let me not say dumb, because that's going to be controversial. I think that people need to understand that the most important thing when it comes to a hero and villains thing, especially when the heroes are trying to see the human that all souls see. If there's one thing people are equal in, it's death. It's in birth and death. You know what I mean? Because nobody is born inherently evil, and everybody all dies someday. You know what I mean? None of these people, Twice, Toga, Shigaraki, were not born evil, right? And in that, that shows that there's a part of them in there that still can be saved, can be reasoned with, can be empathized with. But the most important thing, and to be honest with you, you all can clip this if you would like to. Take this and show it to whoever you would like to. If you ever see somebody say the villain should die, you cannot kill away your problems. Killing away your problems is exactly why we have issues like Hawks versus Twice. It is exactly why we have people like Toga who was spurred on by that death, and that cycle does nothing but continue to highlight the problems. If we as people do not take time to empathize, to listen to each other, to hear each other out, then what are we doing, man? What are we doing? What is the point of if anything in MHA, if these people cannot sit and listen? All for One's the exception. Yeah, All for One's the exception. Yeah, you know. Put that guy on the ground. But Toga, twice, Shigaraki, Dabi, they didn't deserve it. No, not if you know. Of course, I don't know about Dabi and Shigaraki. I'm sorry, I don't know about Dabi and Toga right now. But they didn't deserve to die. They deserve to atone, repent, answer for their crimes, sure. But to die, to throw them away under a cell once again, to just sweep the problems under the rug like it didn't happen again. Spinner, you know what I mean? When you pretend you don't see it, you are just as bad as the problem itself. It is because that that old lady that day when Shigaraki said he needed help, and that old lady turned around and walked away and left Shigaraki on the street. It is because that people were harsh to Twice and were willing to throw him out just because he had an accident on the job. It is because Toga didn't get the help she needed and she was neglected by her parents. It is because people like Spinner were born with essentially heteromorph DNA and was treated because of the texture and color of his skin. You know what I mean? He was green and he had scaly body. You know what I mean? It is because of those simple things that are beyond a lot of these people's control that we have these issues. And when you acknowledge them and when you see them, if you pretend you don't see it, and if you think the answer to those things is to kill those problems away, when you see it, you are just as bad as the problem. You cannot kill away your problems. And that is what MHA has done in terms of right here. We killed Shigaraki. Shigaraki's gone. You know, there's no Tenko. And granted, of course, Shigaraki may have ended up just being thrown away permanently because of the level of atrocities he's committed. I mean, he destroyed 16 different cities using Makia, killed about 18 pro heroes, damn near killed Bakugo. You know what I mean? Like, he may deserve to be locked up, Aizen style. Oh my god, dude, this Bleach thing. But I say that to say, because I mean, you know, the Soul Society had locked away the antagonist Aizen. He's not dead. He's just locked away. You know what I mean? But even so, to kill him as a means to answer to his crimes does not get to those problems. You have to be willing to have those uncomfortable conversations. You have to be willing to mention the uncomfortable idea in the face of public sentiment opposition. You have to be willing to take the pain to get to the nitty-gritty of somebody's frustration and anger. You have to be willing to listen, to hear, to change, man. This series is about change, the representation of the change in these people, their origins and their risings represents the change in them. And they're reaching out with the hand. You know, hands, when you read, and another thing I like about this series is about hands, you know what I mean? Hands can reach out, they can take, and they can meet somebody halfway. You know what I mean? And that's what makes MHA such a captivating thing. It does so many things, but when you use hands to take away a life, it doesn't get to the bigger issue. There are some situations, like Deku mentioned, that maybe, you know, that's Gran Torino mentioned, that maybe you may have to kill somebody. And maybe, and just like Deku mentioned in Villain Hunt, that you may have to beat somebody down when they refuse to stop. There are instances like that, no doubt about it. But MHA was trying to avoid that for a long time. And for the most part, 2/3 it has. Again, I don't know about Dabi. I don't know about Toga. But unfortunately, when it came to the biggest part of all, it had to be done. Shigaraki's death is a byproduct of not only Kudo's plan, but even if Kudo's plan didn't go through, All for One's pressure that he was putting on the body would decay too. It was inevitable. that Tomura Shigaraki would die. And while I am not upset that Tomura Shigaraki died, I am upset at the fact that I believe that we are missing a powerful exchange between these two that gives hope for the future. It gives peace for Tomura Shigaraki's soul. It gives some peace of mind knowing that his friends may not be thrown away and that all that he fought for will only simply be rebuilt and his friends be thrown away again. I just don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what people expected from MHA. I don't know what people wanted from MHA. And if they are okay with what they got, then again, power to you. If you see this, if you are somebody that likes this, again, we've got no beef. We are cool. We can, I'm not like people who, try to phrase it as objective. I'm always cool of all sides of the angle. You know what I mean? I'm always cool. But this, for me, solely for me, not objectively speaking for anybody else, disappoints me. And that is all I got to say on the matter. I joke about it, no reform, but that is because Horikoshi is not showing me proof to believe otherwise. I do hope he proves me wrong, but I do not have expectations for him. And I can't blame you, NA. We have beef. Is it like hamburger beef, dude? I want a hamburger, dude. Kind of hungry, man. Even though I had down the entire pizza earlier, but that's fine. But I think, y'all, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for me this evening. It's going on 10 o'clock. I need to just wind down and read the rest of Jump. I need to, I read Kagurabachi, I read Yozakura. I need to read Right Under the Unlock. I need to read Sakamoto, Jujutsu Kaisen. I need to read, I'm behind, Akane Banashi. I need to read Rui Dragon. I need to catch up on Spy X Family too, I believe. So yeah, I got a couple of things too. Hey Yoza, maybe watch your what you just went. You watched the anime called. I've watched Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann was one of my first animes. It was Attack on Titan, Akame got killed, Gurren Lagann, and Kill la Kill. Those 4 animes were my first 4 ones, and then SAO. Sorry, 5. Those 5 animes kickstarted it all. Pushing away from Naruto, of course. From there, I got into series like Owawi no Seraph, K Project, I'll Noah Zero, and then eventually I latched on to MHA, began watching the seasonal structure, and from there I've been watching seasonal anime for about 8 years now. So yeah, but other than that, y'all, I think that's gonna do it for me. I appreciate everybody for coming out again. I know I've yapped your ears off for about pushing 2 hours and 13 minutes now, so I will take no more of your time. Again, I am no longer doing leaks for leak night. I'm staying away in this final stretch of the series. I want to depart with it as happy as I can. I feel like I owe it to myself, as I have always listened to both sides of the spectrum. And I just want to go out happy. Respectfully, of course, I just want to go out happy the best that I can. So, no more leaks from me. If anybody who usually DMs me leaks, I would ask that you hold those from me. Unless I ask on the timeline for a rating of the chapter. No details for me, please. I just want to ride it out to the end. And when the ride is over, I will be working on a major final MHA video. And that video will be my departure from MHA permanently. I will move on to just doing what I do. Again, I am heavily invested in the Yozakura Family anime right now, as well as the World Trigger series, as these two will probably be my last big shonen, as I do not see myself getting involved with shonen on a large and emotional scale like this anymore going forward. I think I will like multiple things, but I think that getting involved as much as I did and the emotions that came with it, the highs and the lows, you know what I mean? I think that's a one-time ride. Yeah, but other than that, again, thank you all for coming out. I'm sure, hopefully, you all laughed. There's about 10 to 12 chapters to go, so blind to the finale sounds pretty fun. Yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to just going in blind and having optimistic conversations. If I can, I'll probably stream every 2 chapters, you know what I mean, and just kind of keep the conversation going. We'll definitely curious. Will you stream other stuff after MHA ends? And that's honestly a good question, Navi. I probably should start thinking about that. I'm thinking about maybe having seasonal anime days where we just talk about the seasonal anime. You know, I get screenshots and information from all the best episodes, or all the episodes of the season that are really sticking out. Maybe talk about things like that. You know, I'm not sure. You know, I'm not gonna be a Kagurabachi guy. I don't think. You know, I think that's for other people who really enjoy that type of stuff. I enjoy Kagurabachi, but again, I'm just not getting involved in anything heavy. I don't know what I'll do. I have to really sit down and figure that out. I think that maybe I will start streaming my watch list videos. Instead of doing like what I usually do, how I record a script and kind of just like PowerPoint slide slash video footage of the trailers slash staff information, stuff like that. I think I may do oh, speaking of watch list videos, I need to get ready for the summer watch list video actually, because that is coming out very soon. Good shows coming in the summer, by the way, guys. Oshinoko, Tower of God. Definitely recommend not sleeping on this one right here, Wand of Astoria. And definitely recommend not sleeping on there's one more airing this summer that has like a generational premise to it. Oh yeah, I definitely don't recommend sleeping on this one either. But anyway, getting off topic. But yeah, other than that, thank you all for coming out. I'm gonna end the stream here. Have a great night. I'll see you all on the timeline. Stay safe, warm. ABCXY